Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode. So guys, today I wanted to start knocking out some more of our quests. Surprise, surprise. But the reason why I want to do that, I was kind of looking at the quest book here a little bit. And if we go down the quest line section all the way down to the Omega section, this is pretty much the quest you need to say, okay, I've completed the main thing of Project Ozone 3, right? If we hover over this, you can see like pretty much every single quest in the book is required for us to complete this quest. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff for us to do. I'm thinking like in order for us to like make this easier on ourselves to get to that point, we should just start at the very beginning and start knocking these quests out. Now I know we've done this in the past and we've hit roadblocks before, but I kind of feel like we progressed far enough in the pack now that we should be able to do this pretty easily. So let's look at doing the green heart canisters. It wants us to make 10 of these to start with. So in order for us to do that, we need shulker shells, nether stars, green hearts, and then yellow heart canisters. Well, let's take a look here. We have yellow hearts and we have blue hearts, but we don't have any green hearts. So green hearts are definitely something that we're going to have to figure out how we get. I don't remember how it is we get these. I'm going to have to look that up, I'm pretty sure. Shulkers. We do have those, and these are EMCable. Let's just go ahead and throw one of those into our EMC thing over here. We'll learn this. Pretty sure I haven't done that yet. And then we'll just grab like a whole bunch of those. Okay, so we have plenty of those. Star, I don't know if I've learned that, but we have plenty of those as well. Yeah, we've already learned that one. And then what else do we have here? Yeah, the yellow heart canister. Okay, so the yellow heart is made from a golden apple. This is the notch one, the enchanted one, plus yellow heart and a red canister. I think I've already learned the golden apples here. Yeah, so we have all the different types of apples here, including the overworld apple, which just kind of takes us back to spawn, essentially. Okay, so we have that one done. Whoops. And then we wanted to look at here. So wither bone is a thing that we're going to need. I believe we get that from our mob farm. The relic apple, I guess that's one of the type of apples that we have not made. And then of course, the canister. The canister requires us to have an anti-bone, which does have EMC, but we do not have any anti-bones in the system. We have the liquid antimatter, and I'm pretty sure this is what we needed to place on the ground, have a skeleton walk into it, and then when we kill it, it can drop the anti-bones. So this is gonna be our next stop, I do believe. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves some anti-bones. We will learn that in our table so we don't have to do this ever again. We want to go to the hunting dimension, I'm pretty sure. All right, so let's go see if we can find ourselves a skeletron. Here's some right here. Oh, it has to die in it, right? Yes, there's an anti-skeleton. And we just killed it. There's 46 anti-bones. I think we're pretty much good to go here. Cool. All right, so that was pretty quick and easy. We might not even need to learn it. We might have enough of the stuff, but let's just go ahead and learn it anyway. Does this have EMC? This doesn't. Okay, that's fine. So back to our table. Oh my goodness. And we got anti-skeleton soul. That's interesting. Okay, so we have a full stack of these things. Yeah, the experience has EMC too, which is kind of interesting as well. Okay, cool. So we'll put all those things away, including the antimatter and the bone. Awesome. So that's like the hard part. I guess we could also learn the canister thing if I go into here and then we click through. So there is this guy. We'll just learn that and we'll grab like a stack of those as well. That should be good for later. Cool. All right, so pretty much what we need to do at this point is figure out how we get these green hearts. All right, guys, so it has been a minute since we have explored these different hearts, and apparently we've already done this before. I was kind of looking. So our heart amulet, which we've had in our bauble slot, we've already made 4 green heart canisters a while ago. And I was trying to figure out where those came from. These come from the Ender Dragon itself. So we have to kill the Ender Dragon 6 more times in order to fill up our green heart canisters, but these are also used in the blue heart. So we really need 16 more hearts. 16 more green hearts anyway. So since this comes from the Ender Dragon, we can go spawn it in and kill it. Or option number 2, Dragon, we have the factory controller for the Ender Dragon, which is a tier 4, which we can replace the big brother one, which I'm pretty sure we're not needing anymore at this point. Well, maybe we are, because the big brother does drop nether stars. But if we put the dragon one here, this should start getting us green hearts. Yeah, I was taking a look at the Woot config, and oh, actually, let's right click on this to see what the speed is. I was looking at the Woot config, and it definitely shows, yeah, right here, green heart. Oh, this does require us to put end crystals in. That's why we never did this before. Okay. All right, maybe we did do it, but like very, very few of them. Let's make an end crystal. End crystal. What are we missing here? We need blank runes, and then this has EMC. So we just have to make 2 blank runes. So that is an orb. Well, no. And these blank slates, do we have one over here? Dang it. Blank slate. We don't have one. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the blank slate comes from the imbued inscription tile, which does have EMC. Inscription tile. We do not have the imbued one. And the imbued one, let's start bookmarking these things. So that is inscription tiles around mana infused dust, which also has EMC. Okay, so all of this stuff is starting to get simpler and simpler. Mana infused dust, that has EMC. We need the inscription tile, that has EMC. Let's learn all of these things. I guess I've learned that one, but I have not learned this one. We'll just grab a few of those. Cool, so now we have that, put that away. We'll do this, one of those. So there is the imbued one. So now that we have these, we can learn these guys. Awesome, so there's a full stack of them. Put all that away, and then we can throw these over here on our blood altar and just let it do its thing. So I think that should just be set up to automatically make the blink, right? Yeah, it is going. Again, we can speed this up by using the Astral Sorcery Tick Acceleration, but we only needed one more, and it's not like we need large quantities of these, so we'll just let that thing do what it's doing over there, and it'll be done by the time we come over there next. At least I hope so. So we need one more of these. We need the orb again. So there is that. Does this have EMC? The Carmenite does not. The Lunar does not. The Beacon does. Let's go ahead and learn the Beacon. All right. And we'll make this, and then we'll learn these. Cool. So now I can just make a bunch of those. I really don't know how many we need. That's probably way more than enough. But now that we have these, those are going to the input for this Woot farm. And I think this is the input chest here. Oh yeah, so it just took a whole bunch of those, so it should have killed the dragon, I think. Is that how that works? Or is it now processing the dragon? One of these things you click on. Oh, come on, let me click on it. I cannot click on this while holding the wireless crafting terminal, apparently. All right, well, I think it might be working. So all of those drops end up down at our mob farm. So we'll turn off our magnet and head all the way down here. And in this chest, we have 5 green hearts. Awesome. So we're also getting Ender Dragon Scales, Draconium Dust, and then let's see. Yeah, that is our Fiery Blood from before. Getting some Dragon's Breath. Dragon Hearts from Draconic Evolution. That's really good. Man, look at all this Draconium Dust that we're getting. Jeez, that is a lot. Okay, so we're up to 9 green hearts. We needed 16, so I'll just let this run a few more times, and then we'll be right back, guys. All right, so we have 16 relic apples in here, so that should allow us to make 16 of these red heart canisters. Perfect. And then we need to make the yellow heart canisters just the same. How are we doing on the golden apple? Oh, we got plenty of those. Okay, so we'll do the yellow heart canisters. There we go. Then we'll upgrade those to the green heart canisters. There's that and that. So that should complete the quest, I think, right? So there we go. Quest complete. We did the thing. So there is our 10 green heart canisters for there. And now we need to upgrade the other 10 green hearts to the blue hearts. And that will max out blue heart canister. Yeah, that'll max out all the health that we can get from these things. So totem. Yeah, we need to EMC these. That should be way more than enough. All right, so put those all away, and then we want to make the blue heart canister. So blue hearts, these came from the Illagers, I believe, in the Abyssal Craft Dimension. That's how we got these. So yeah, we should have everything good to go. If there is a quest for 10 of the blue hearts, we should be there, and we did have one, apparently. So where was that quest at? Oh, was it already here? Maybe I just missed that before. Okay, well, we have those quests now complete, so that's pretty awesome. That gives us some more RAK, and then we can place those here, and then add our bobbly hearts back on. My goodness, look at the color of our hearts now. I don't even know how much health that is. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. And is it gonna go to another color? It looks like it. Okay, so we have white hearts now, apparently. Oh, that's crazy. Is it gonna keep going beyond that? Nope, that's our maximum health right now. Also, this sword, if you remember, gives us plus 20 health as well. Yeah, we have so much health right now. It's so crazy. Okay, so we'll put that away. And then I guess we can swap back out the dragon woot for the big brother. I can't imagine that we need the dragon for more stuff. So I'll just go ahead and kill that and add in the big brother one. Yeah. So I was also noticing as we were getting drops from the dragon, go all the way back down here again. Yeah, as we're getting drops, we're getting all these Ender Dragon scales, which have EMC, and I'm not sure if this ends up being more than what we put into it. It's gotta be more, right? And then also we're getting the dragon eggs, which have EMC, and then we're getting the dragon's breath, which has EMC. So it could be that that is a farm that could just produce EMC, but not at the rate that we would really need it, right? Like, it does produce a decent amount, but I feel like there's better and faster ways of generating EMC. Like, we could revisit our world, the dimension builder thingy. Yeah, the dimension builder. We could revisit that idea and get ourselves, what is it, the emerald blocks? Yeah, if we could make an emerald block dimension, or maybe even a dimension out of something that has a whole lot of EMC, like octuple compressed cobblestone. I don't even know if you can do that, but if you can, that would be really good as well. So all these Ender Dragon scales, we're just gonna throw into here. Yeah, I think we ended up with more EMC than what we had before, right? Oh, you know what? I didn't grab the dragon eggs. I was gonna grab those too. Let's grab those as well. And, oop, right here. So dragon eggs, and I guess we can grab all the dragon breath. And these in here, for whatever reason, those are in there, I don't know. I think there must have been some rare monster that spawned and dropped these. I've seen those in there before. There's no other way they can get in there. Anyway, so dragon eggs and then all this dragon breath we just learned. Awesome. Cool. So now we got a lot of EMC for doing that. And then we probably even have more of the ender crystals that we can take back. I don't know if it went through all of those. No, we still got a full stack that it didn't even use. So that's really great. So now that we have those quests complete, I feel like we should do this last quest here. I don't know if we can, but this is something that we should work towards. So we have to do the processing upgrade for a furnace overhaul. So this particular item does require us to have purple diamonds, which I think we have, but also the ultimate ingot. And the ultimate ingot comes from all of this stuff. So that means we need lime matter. Now, lime matter is not a thing that we have done just yet. If we take a look at project matter, lime matter is right here. And I think we've done up to green matter, right? So that is billions of EMC. If we go into here, let's take a look. Matter, get rid of the totem. Cyan, oh no, cyan is the highest we've gone. We haven't even done the green matter yet. So that is pretty expensive for us right now. So we definitely need a way to get a whole bunch of EMC into our system so we can start making the higher tier matters. It, like I was talking about before, maybe making that dimension at this point where maybe just out of emerald blocks or some other block that's really expensive, and then mining all of those so we can dump it into an EMC form. Previously, I've done emerald block. These are generally pretty good. They're about as much as a nether star. They're about the same. I don't know if there is a better block that we should use. So if we did compressed cobble, I don't know if we can make worlds out of these. Like if we did one out of the sextuple compressed, that's 500,000. 4.78 million on this one and 43 million on this one. Now, I know you guys are probably going to say, why don't you just make the wand of animation? Because the wand of animation requires this lime matter. And it just doesn't require just one. It requires a whole bunch of them, guys. So we need to figure out how to get ourselves a supply of EMC to even make this stuff, let alone make all of the amount that's required in here. Not to mention, it does require like creative essence and other such things. Yeah. So we can't quite make this yet. This is where we're gonna go, but it is quite expensive right now. So I think the dimension builder, we didn't make this before because it was quite expensive. Let's take a look at this again. It does take a minute for Applied Energistics to think about the recipes that are all involved. We could probably use EMC to help this out quite a bit. So this says that we're missing 183,000 iron. What the heck? It needs to craft almost 10,000 obsidian, which we can do. It needs a whole bunch of these row gem things, the alumite ingots, the diamond crystal blocks. Oh my goodness, this is so much stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at this. We do need the ultimate control circuits. We do need elite control circuits, advanced, and basic control circuits. We don't have any of those. So let's take a look at those. Control circuit. So if I wanted to make a basic control circuit, let's just make one of these. And that just takes a little bit of time to make, I'm pretty sure. But the thing is, these do have EMC. In fact, all of them do, and they all cost the same. But they all get progressively harder and harder to craft, just because of how much crafting is involved. So let's just fill up our inventory full of these things, and then we will make the advanced control circuit, which should be relatively easy, I think, now that we have the previous tier in there. Nope, it does require capacitors, so this is going to take a minute. Does the enriched alloys, do these have EMC? These do. Let's cancel this craft. Oh, it's already done. I guess I can't cancel that. Let's make an enriched alloy then, and then we're going to EMC these so we don't have to make the capacitors anymore. And we should pretty much just make all of these items. This is going to help us out so much on resources. So we'll do that, and we'll fill up our inventory full of these guys. All right, put those away, that away, control circuit. We will learn this and do the same thing, fill up our inventory full of these guys. Like so. Cool. So now, just with those couple of changes here, if we wanted to make the dimensional build or the dimension builder with all of those changes that we just did, like how much closer are we to being able to do this? It's still thinking, it's still taking a while. So now we're down to 17,000 iron. But it still needs a bunch of stuff here. Okay, well, I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to make all the circuits and all of the other things because we do have to turn the... Oh, what do we have to do? We have to turn the advanced ones into the next tier, the elite, and all other such things. So I'm going to continue to EMC things that we can and hopefully get this recipe more manageable. Ooh, okay guys, so I have been spending some time here trying to ensure that we have all of the items required for us to make this dimensional builder. Yeah, everything that's EMCable, we EMC'd. Everything that was like a quick craft, we quickly crafted. So everything is together now in order for us to make this final craft. And you can see the crafting plan is way down in the amount of space required to do this. Now, it still takes a while for us to come up with this recipe because these are all like ore dictionary just because of the way mechanism is. Yeah, they have to be or dictionary in order for it to recognize it has the previous items. And because of that, it has to search a lot longer. But let's go ahead and queue this thing up. This is going to take quite some time, I believe, for this to finish. But we have all the material, so it's literally just the system doing the crafts. So maybe it won't take as much time as I think it will. But anyway, while this is going, we should probably look at some other things here. So we want to take a look and see if we can do RF tools. We want the material thing. Oh man, we did this before, the material absorber. So this does not have any EMC on it, so we have to craft this thing. So we are going to need a machine frame, which does not have EMC as well. Machine frame. Craft that guy up, and we cannot do that. Yes, we can. It was just taking a minute to think about it. Yeah, I guess the system's probably being overloaded a little bit. Are the stars jumping at all? No, doesn't really look like it. But the system does feel like it's a little bit laggy right now as it is trying to do this other craft, that's for sure. So we're just waiting on one electrum plate. I'm not sure why that's taking a while. What's going on? Are we doing some other plates over here? No? Yeah, every time I right click on this, it's taking a long time. Okay, so it looks like we had that machine frame made. So let's do this guy. So there's our material absorber. So what we want to see is, can we make a world, or I guess a dimlet, out of different materials here? So maybe one of the first things we should take a look at would be that obsidian block. The 6x compressed obsidian, that's 34 million. This is from Overloaded. I don't know if we can make this. I'm gonna put, I don't know if I place this, if I can mine it first of all. So let me place it down here, some place out of the way just in case. Yeah, that's crazy looking. So we place this here. Doesn't work. I forget, did this need a redstone signal? I feel like some of them do, some of them don't. Yeah, it just doesn't know anything about this block. And this is gonna take a long time to break this. Progression 0%. Okay, well, I'm glad I placed it down here and not somewhere that it mattered. I'll probably get like a block breaker or something to get rid of that. All right, so don't do that. How about compressed cobblestone? Cobblestone. Here's a double compressed one. Since this thing isn't like super expensive to make, we'll just try one of these. Does that work? I don't think this is recognizing these blocks. No, it does not appear so. So I know we made a dimlet before. We made the one for, yeah, the Landia ore, but we're not going to be using this anymore. We don't really need it. So I guess we'll do one out of emerald block, because I know for sure that this is something that we can do, but I don't know if this is the best material. So let's just go ahead and start this up. Yeah, just automatically grabs that. So I know in order to do that, you need like 4 stacks. Oh, we need to put this through our other machine, don't we? Okay, so that's a lot of emeralds that I'm going to have to... Oh, actually, no, I guess we just do one, right? And then we should be able to EMC it. Okay, I was thinking that we were just going to run it through this machine for all of those blocks, but no, that'd be kind of silly when we have EMC available. So we'll do that, emerald, and then we should be able to EMC all the rest of the stacks of these blocks that we are going to need. So we'll place that into here. 1, 2, 3, 4 should be the amount. I'm pretty sure. So if I place that here, yeah, it won't do anything until we place one directly underneath, and then it should find all the connected ones. So if we come in here and grab the wand, should be able to place a whole bunch of these around. I kind of want to not get it to like grab all these just yet. Maybe I will get rid of the ones on the cardinal directions here so we can go upwards with this. I don't know if it will recognize all the ones like surrounding and up and higher and stuff. But anyway, if we place this right here, does it have to be underneath? Maybe it has to be underneath. Okay, so it's grabbing these blocks. We only have 18 remaining. I don't know if it needs exactly the 4 stacks or if this will be enough for it. Looks like we're gonna have more than enough. Okay, so we're good. So now we can make ourselves a dimlet mean out of emerald block, which is fantastic. Okay, so let's go work on that. We do have a dimlet thingy back here, right? Now those are crafters. Dimlet workbench. Oh, you know what? I guess we could have looked at this, right? So if we do cobble, cobblestone. Yeah, it doesn't really look. I guess we should search for compressed. Yeah, compressed doesn't exist here. So those are not a dimlet we can do. So emerald block. We do that. We shift click everything in there. So it looks like we can craft this dimlet. So that's fantastic. So there we go. So there is a block of emerald dimlet ready to go. Yeah, just pulled everything that we needed from here and the material absorber that we had in our inventory. Okay, so now that we have the block of emerald, we need to get our dimension builder. Is that done? Builder. It is. Awesome. So the dimension builder is ready to go. Oh, quest complete. There is another one. Cool. So, oh yeah, we also need, machine infuser. Okay, so we're probably gonna get a few quests complete here, maybe not. All right, so we also need, I think it's an inscriber, I think is what it's called. Dimension inscriber. So we need this guy too, and this doesn't look so bad. So I'll go and make this real quick. All right, so we're just infusing our dimension builder, and that's exactly 4 stacks of these dimensional shards. Okay, so we have the dimension builder and we have the dimension inscriber. Now we can't really do anything crazy yet. I kind of got a little ahead of myself by making the emerald dimlet. Yeah, in order for us to really make ourselves a dimension here, let's put this down, the inscriber and the builder. Yeah, in order for us to do that, we're going to need to tell the system, or I guess the world that we're going to be making, about the terrain. So the terrain has a bunch of different things, like we can do islands or grid or flooded caverns or lost cities or whatever, right? Pretty much we're going to want to do flat, but in order to do that, we have to have the material absorbed for flat, or we have to find this dimlet itself, one of the two. So really, we don't want to put the emerald in there just yet. We want to just make ourselves a completely random world. So if we do RFTools Dimension and we search for the Dimension tab, we can make one of these guys. That does have EMC, but that's cheap enough that doesn't really matter. So we can throw that in here, just say random and say store. So it's completely empty. Anything that happens in this world can be good or bad. And I think we are pretty much good to go here. So we'll place this guy into here, and then we also have to get that power. So let's grab a Spectre coil. We'll get the big boy because we don't do the little ones anymore, except for now that we don't have pulverized mana infused metal. Mana infused metal. Uh-oh, is this what we need? Maybe. Let me see if we can throw some of those into this, if that will satisfy it. Spectre, or is it a different type? I'm not sure. Looks like we're fine. So we'll go ahead and craft that up, and there we go. There's our Ender Spectre coil. Cool. And then I guess for right now, I'll just put the power on the back of this machine. Grab that block. Yeah, this is the only one that requires power at the moment. So we'll just, oh, you know what? There is power right here, isn't there? But it's on this one. Anyway, we'll just throw that on there. It'll be fine. So this now has power. The power that it's getting, it is using to power up the dimension itself. It only costs 10 RF per tick to maintain that dimension, and then it holds, you know, a good amount of power in the world as a buffer. But I think we should be pretty good to go here. So this is ID 16, so this should be dim 16, I guess. That's drawing a whole lot of power, only 20,000. You know what? I think we should be fine here. So we do need to get ourselves the warp to and from that dimension. So that would be the matter transmitter and receiver. Well, roadblock has been hit. Yep. In order for us to proceed, we do need the dialing device. This is what tells the matter transmitter and the matter receiver what to do, specifically the transmitter. This requires a cubic cluster or qubit, I don't know how to pronounce that, which does require white gem wafers, and the white gem wafers come from white gems, which comes from white gem ore. on Uranus. So we have not actually collected those white gem. Nope, we do not have a single one of those ores. So I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here for today. I know, I wanted to keep going, but this episode is just gonna be super long if we keep going. So we'll wait till next episode in order to make this dimension. We'll hit up Uranus, we will grab those gems, we'll make the dialing device and the matter receiver and transmitter and all this stuff. Yeah, and then we should be able to start making our own dimensional worlds here and farming all sorts of crazy resources. It's going to be super good. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.